Hello, welcome to the channel. Got a knife video for you today, and I've been looking at all my EDC knives, such as my Benchmade bug out here that I carry almost every day. It's so awesome, but it's a little on the utilitarian, sporty side, as is my Victorinox Super Tinker and the Mini Praxis from Civivi. So that inspired me to search for a gentleman's carry or a little bit more formal pocket folding knife for EDC use, or at least something we can dress up with a little bit more formal attire. Thank goodness for Amazon, I did find this CJRB. This is the J1917, better known as the Ria. Can this scratch the itch of gentleman's everyday carry? Let's get started. Alright, I did select and purchase this knife myself on Amazon. They did ship it to me in a padded envelope. As a result, we do have a little wear and tear on the box, but that's not going to ruin our day because, as we always say, it's what's inside that matters. And let's get this CJRB Ria unboxed, and this is the carbon fiber handled version. There is a micarta selection as well, and also G10. As we get our first look at the carbon fiber scales, and it looks awesome.
Yes! That's awesome!
I thought the carbon fiber combined with the polished stainless steel would give it a more formal, refined look, and it sure does. So far, so good. Great first impression, but how is the action on this manual open, right hand only thumb stud? And wow, wonderfully smooth action there with that pivot assembly being a ceramic ball bearing system. And I love the blade shape. We have a flat grind drop point, 2.95 inches of 12 C27 steel, which is an affordable, low maintenance, easy to sharpen steel, keeping our price at a very affordable $43.97 MSRP. A seemingly well constructed knife. It's very well balanced, very sleek, very refined, and it just comes across as premium, especially at this price point. Wonderful form factor, 2.2 ounces or 60 grams, just a perfect size for this class of knife. If I was going to pick a downside, I would say this is a right hand only. If you're left-handed, this is going to be a disadvantage for you because the thumb stud and the pocket clip are not reversible. It's going to be right side tip up, carry only. As we zoom in for a closer look at our liner lock, when we go to break the knife down, we do have an initial stopping point there, all the way down to a self-close at the bottom, which should help the knife stay in place as it rides in the pocket. With our deep carry pocket clip with a wonderful satin polish to it, definitely looks classy and rhymes very well with the carbon fiber. This CJRB Ria is just a well-constructed knife. The carbon fiber liners are smooth and beveled very nicely where they meet the frame. And there are no sharp grooves, jimping, or other etching that can snag in the pockets, especially in formal attire. There is also a concealed and recessed free-spinning lanyard loop that hides back by the rear barrel spacer. My vision for this knife is a little bit dressier, a little bit more formal, but it's nice to have that versatility with the hidden lanyard loop if you do need it. I did mention no major hot spots. The thumb stud does protrude out a little bit beyond the scales, but it's got a very nice looking milled stepped design that gives you great resistance when you need to deploy the blade, because this is a smaller knife and the stud is hidden away somewhat. But this is a great design and the knife is balanced. And it's almost a pleasant surprise when you go to engage the thumb stud and the blade flies out so freely and quickly. This knife is a joy to deploy and I am really impressed so far. It did arrive in perfect working order and did not need to adjust, but if you do, the pivot screw and the frame screw are all T8 size, the Torx 8. The pocket clip is held with two T6 screws if any adjustments are required. So let's put this in perspective and do some comparisons here. Is this the perfect size gentleman's everyday carry folding knife? Here's a Zebra F301, great ballpoint pen. And you can just see, giving you some sizing perspectives here. And for sizing reference, let's get a Zippo lighter as well as our Benchmade bug out. This is my everyday carry. It's a lot more utilitarian, maybe a little bit more tactical looking than the CJRB Ria, which again, we're looking for a formal, dressier, a little less use and wear and tear. And I think this Ria checks a lot of boxes for what we're looking for. Get these opened up just so you can see it side by side. The look of the Benchmade, it's just a workhorse of a knife. And yes, you could probably dress this up. It's lightweight enough to wear with a suit, but the refined, sleek form factor of the Ria just checks more boxes in my opinion. Of course, this is all subjective, and of course your mileage may vary, and you may have a different take. Please let me know your thoughts on this topic.
I'm sorry, but all questions must be submitted in writing.
Let's do one more side by side. Let's get the Civivi Mini Praxis in and just give you a little bit of perspective on the size of these two knives together. On paper, these knives are very similar in size, but definitely two totally different knives here with that blade shape of the Mini Praxis and that G10 bulkier ergonomic grip. What do you think?
I don't care.
So an extremely important element of a knife is how sharp is it out of the box. Let's go ahead and give it a test on some scrap paper here. And we have a very sleek, slicey blade, very acceptable factory edge. All right, look at the time as we wrap up this video. Got some dressier attire. I got a sport coat and some dressier pants. And let's see how this knife does with our dress pants. We are wearing it conventionally in our pocket with the pocket clip, and it's nice, lightweight, snag-free, easy to deploy, very comfortable. And with this form factor, wear it in your coat pocket, almost like an executive pin with that nice pocket clip and its profile. Drop it in your sport coat pocket, inside or outside, and it rides great and it works just fine. Highly recommend the CJRB Ria. Definitely a great EDC or a knife you can dress up. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.